Slow-moving traffic on major expressways ahead of Hari Raya. King Salman calls for restructuring of OIC to champion rights of Muslims worldwide. You're watching the evening edition of News on 2. I'm Adrian Seat. Traffic flow on several major expressways was reported to be slow as at 10:30 this morning as people began to return to their respective hometowns to celebrate Hari Raya Aidilfitri. A Plus Malaysia Berhad spokesman said the traffic flow was reported to be slow from Slim River heading to Sungai Perak. The traffic flow is reported to be high from Tapa heading for Gua Tempurung in Perak. Meanwhile, a spokesperson of Lembaga Lebuh Malaysia or LLM said the traffic flow on the East Coast Expressway or LPT1 and LPT2 in both directions was smooth so far. The spokesperson said the traffic was slow before entering the Gombak Toll Plaza to the Genting Sempah Tunnel as well as Bukit Tinggi to Lentang. Members of the public can obtain the latest traffic information via the Plus Line toll-free number at 1-800-88-0000 and Twitter website of the LLM line at 1-800-88-7752 and at the Twitter website. Yang di-Pertuan Agong, Al-Sultan Abdullah Riyatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah has advised Felda settlers to be patient in the face of declining commodity prices. His Majesty said the federal and state governments are looking for alternatives to increase their incomes, which have been affected by the fall in prices. Commenting further, the king said he could feel the predicament of the Felda community. However, His Majesty expressed confidence in the new government to rectify the problems as quickly and efficiently as possible. Sultan Abdullah also expressed his gratitude to the people for their prayers for his father, Paduka Ayanda Sultan Ahmad Shah Al-Musta'in Billah, who passed away on the 22nd of May. His Majesty also urged the people, regardless of their political inclinations, to celebrate Aidilfitri in the spirit of brotherhood and to set aside their differences. The newly set up Debt Management Committee, or DMC, chaired by the Minister of Finance, convened its first meeting today and yesterday to discuss the government's overall debt and liabilities of 1.1 trillion ringgit, or 75.4% of the gross domestic product as at the end of 2018. In a statement today, the Ministry of Finance, or MOF, said this was partly due to a 54.2 billion ringgit rise in direct government debt of 741.0 billion ringgit from 686.8 billion ringgit in the previous years. The statement also said the rise in debt was used to finance the fiscal deficit, especially for expenditure arising from public-private partnership lease commitments and off-budget spending that were previously not transparently included in the budget. Total committed government guarantees that are paid by the government to finance ongoing public transport projects also rose. The three transport projects are the East Coast Rail Link, Mass Rapid Transit and Light Rail Transit. MOF also said the committee would identify measures to reduce the level as well as improve the management of the government's debt and liabilities. Additionally, the committee will review all acts, procedures and legal requirements relating to the issuance of a direct government debt, government guarantees and other government commitments. Communications and Multimedia Minister Gobind Singh Deo says the Dayak community is known for its unique culture, which is not only an asset to the country but also to the tourism industry. Now, he said that this year a Gawai documentary will be screened on TV1 and TV2, which is an initiative of the ministry to honor the unique culture and customs of the Dayak community. Commenting further, Gobind said his message to the Dayak community is to use the Gawai Dayak celebrations to strengthen family relationships and enhance ties amongst the various races in the country. He also said his visit to Sarawak to be together with the local communities would definitely be an experience difficult to forget because of the harmony enjoyed by the multiracial community in Sarawak, and this should be an example for all in an effort to build the new Malaysia. The minister further expressed his deepest appreciation to the Serian Iban Rimun Association for its willingness to let him and his delegation join in the meaningful celebration. Deputy Health Minister Dr. Lee Boon Chye said investigations were being conducted after an incident in which primary school students were caught smoking e-cigarettes within their school compound in Seberang Perai, Pulau Pinang on the 17th of May.
We have a cyber unit who monitor the illegal activities. Sama ada dia jual ubat palsu ke, ubat yang tidak berdaftar, buat penjualan e-cigarette dan sebagainya. Cyber ini akan terus memantau aktiviti di dalam laman web dan akan melaporkan kepada MCMC untuk diturunkan.
The Deputy Minister further noted that the ministry is also working with the Education Ministry to tackle the issue, including taking action towards traders who sell these items to school children. He added that since e-cigarettes contain nicotine, it is prohibited in schools, and if such devices were found in the premises, the headmaster or principal can confiscate them. A 27-year-old policeman who was conducting a routine inspection on a van was killed after he was hit by a speeding motorcycle at 23.2 km of the Second Link Expressway just before the Taman Perling Toll Plaza in Johor Bahru, Johor early this morning. Now, the impact of the crash had also injured another policeman who was flung onto the road. Lance Corporal Muhammad Ishraf Ismail was killed on the spot after he suffered serious head and body injuries during the 6:55 a.m. incident. His partner Lance Corporal Muhammad Shakir Safwan Khairuddin sustained light injuries and reported to be in stable condition, while the motorcyclist suffered serious head and body injuries. The deceased and injured cop are from the Tampoi Police Station, a mobile policing vehicle unit under the Johor Bahru North Police District, and were about to end their shift when the accident occurred. Johor Bahru North Police Chief Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Taib Ahmad said the deceased and his partner had earlier stopped the van for random checks. He said initial investigations revealed that the road conditions were clear during the incident, and police are investigating the case under Section 41, Subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987. Coming up, China greenlights Malaysian imports of frozen durian. Welcome back. The 36.7 million ringgit new bridge in Kampung Pulau Setelu linking Gua Musang to Jeli in Kelantan, which was opened 4 days ago, will benefit nearly 100,000 users when they return to the state to celebrate Aidilfitri. Rural Development Minister Datuk Sri Rina Harun says previously the users did not have alternative routes and were solely dependent on the Jalan Gua Musang Kota Baru after the original bridge in the village collapsed due to floods in 2014. Elaborating further, Datuk Sri Rina said although a temporary bridge was built at Sungai Nenggiri that connects Jalan Gua Musang Dabong Jeli, it cannot accommodate the heavy traffic flow during the Aidilfitri celebrations besides being unsafe. The minister also said that the new bridge, although not fully completed, had to be opened earlier to solve the problems of traffic congestion ahead of the Aidilfitri festive season.
Ya, jadi ini memudahkan manfaat kepada penduduk kampung. Jadi mereka juga boleh pergi ke sekolah ataupun mengeluarkan barang-barang produk mereka dengan lebih cepat sekali.
Datuk Sri Rina further noted that the new bridge will also benefit residents from more than 20 villages, as they will be able to use it at all times and not worry about connectivity. China's General Administration of Customs has approved imports of frozen whole durian fruit starting 30th of May following an agreement signed in August. Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry Minister Datuk Salahuddin Ayub says the export of whole frozen durians will open the market to durian farmers and increase their income.
Kerajaan China telah memberikan kelulusan, maknanya daripada sekarang kita telah mula boleh ekspor the whole fruit. Yang sebelum ini hanyalah bentuk pulp and paste. Sekarang ini the frozen whole fruit boleh masuk ke dalam pasaran negara China.
China currently imports around 300,000 metric tons of durians each year, mainly from Thailand. Malaysia, meanwhile, ships only 17,000 tons, or 5.8% of its annual production, mainly to Singapore, Thailand, Hong Kong, Australia, the US and China. A Malaysian Durian Festival in southern China late in 2017 attracted about 165,000 people lining up to taste the thawed whole fruit samples of the country's premium Musang King variety. Malaysia is also looking to boost production of durian products like ice cream and biscuits and attract tourists to durian farms as part of what it calls Duriotourism. And that item concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, slow traffic on several expressways as Raya Exodus begins. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more news updates. I'm Adrian Seat. Thanks for watching.